Hi, I'm Dr. Abha and I'm going to talk about job, career and calling. Are you preparing yourself for a job or a career? Let's understand first of all what these two terms mean. A job, first of all, what is a job? A job is any task performed by a person to earn money is a job. Whatever you do, and in return if you get money for that, that's a job for you. And any person who performs the task is known as an employee, and the person for whom the task is being performed is known as the employer. The job involves both mental or physical or both mental and physical work on the part of the person. Next, the job has got a fixed time for completing it. All the rights and duties, responsibilities and powers associated with it you get, but there is a fixed time for that. Again, a job could be a post of employment, it could be a part-time or a full-time employment, a regular remunerative position. That means you perform the task and then you get paid for it at the end of the month once you complete your task, the given task. It is any task performed by the employee for a particular amount that is to be paid to that person is actually a job. Next, let's see what a career means to a person. A career is basically a long-term, profession of the person, a long-term thing that requires specialized training. So an occupation or a profession especially requires specialized training, which is also known as a person's life work. And it is a kind of consecutive progressive achievement. So it's like, a career is more like a journey of a person. It has got from the point where the person is and the two in one's life. So every rung of the ladder that the person crosses actually takes him or her to his or her career path. It is basically, it's a long-term thing. So it also involves a lot of passion on the part of the person. So career requires immense passion. I told you that it is actually a long-term thing and it requires specialized training. So now let us try to understand the basic difference between a job and a career. First thing is, a job is any task performed by the person. So you do a job and then you get paid. So the second point about the job is that it is remunerative. You get paid for it. Next is, it's short term. So you may perform a task for 15 days, for a month, and then you get paid, and then you may also like to switch to another job. So it is very short term. I mean, it doesn't really require immense planning, and it's not a lifelong kind of thing. But the biggest drawback in this case is that the profile size is too small, which doesn't allow the person to learn more. So there is very less learning. The profile size is too small. It's just like a trip which you take for your holidays, a 2-day trip. Let's say on the weekend, if you get a short break, 2 days break, and you plan to take a trip to any hill station. So you go there and you come back, you just enjoy those 2 days. So that it's a very short trip, but it gives you immense pleasure and a lifelong experience or memories to cherish and remember. But that's a very small term, very short term kind of thing. And one more additional benefit with the job is that it makes the person feel very secure. So I think that this is also one of the drive behind why people are really passionate towards a job. Many young students, they don't think about really framing their career path. They're more concerned about getting a job and somehow just grabbing that particular opportunity. So if you really want to enjoy, if you really want to explore your specializations, your learning, then I think this is the right time where you aim towards building your career. So like I said, that career is something which requires specialized training, and it's considered to be one's lifetime achievement kind of recognition. It's one lifelong work. It's a long-term thing, and it requires continuous progression, continuous improvement. It's a very long-term thing. It requires immense planning. One has to really be passionate towards the career path that the person has sought for himself or herself. Sometimes not many people say that one is not able to really pursue his or her chosen career path because of the financial constraint, because they don't have enough financial background. But there have been emerging stories, very very motivating stories, like Praful Bilore, MBA chai wala, who started with a very small job of tea selling, and then he chose to make his career in the same area. So if you look at or if you just try to identify all the positives and negatives, and if you focus more on the positives, you will be able to really overcome that particular constraint which is created by the financial background of the person. It requires immense risk-taking capability on the part of the individual. You need to be a risk taker if you want to build your career. It's more like a journey, a long-term journey, So it's a journey may have short trips, many short trips, but career is more like a journey where you see your long-term career goal, that this is where you aim to be, this is what you want to be in your life. It offers you a bigger profile size, and certainly there is more happiness, there is more joy in the career. But there is a new term emerging these days, and that is known as calling. You must have heard many people saying, "What's your true calling?" So, this calling could have various models. They can be various models. There is no structured model which could fit in, everyone's requirement, which may suit everyone's needs and necessities. I think everyone may have, or they could create a different kind of model to really suit their calling. So, first thing that you need to ask yourself, as far as your true calling is concerned, what is it that you need to do? What do I need to do in my life? Why is it that I am pursuing this particular qualification? What is it that I want to achieve out of it? Next is why. What is the logic? Do I want to earn enough money, or do I want to contribute to society, or do I want to learn more? Why is it that I want to pursue this particular calling of mine? Secondly, what is it that I'm good at, due to which I have considered this particular thing as my career or as my true calling? Is it that I'm good at certain skills? Is it that my knowledge base is very strong in certain domains? So you need to introspect and find out what are you good at and what is required to grow further. So knowledge seeking is a perennial process. So you need to ask yourself that how can I develop myself further? What is it that I need to really improve in myself as far as my knowledge, skills and attitude are concerned in order to grow further? Next is sharpen your KNS. Knowledge and skills. Sharpen them as much as you can on a regular basis. Learn from your mistakes, learn from other people, learn from reading, read as much as possible. Although reading has taken a backseat these days, but reading is something that really gives us a lot of insights about what we want to do in our life. Then I think the most important thing is, whatever you want to achieve in your life, align that particular career destination or your true calling with the three important pillars of your life. First is health. Second is your family, because if you're healthy, you'll be able to do whatever you want to. But if your health is not in a good state, no matter what you achieve, everything would turn to be futile, everything would seem futile to you. So health should be the first important pillar for anybody who's really thinking of building his or her career. Second is family. So in your career journey, this career path is like a journey where you'll be meeting a lot of people. Some will give you good experiences, some may give you bad experiences, but there will be some set of people, who will always be like your true anchor, who will always keep you balanced and calm and composed, happy, with a peaceful mindset in every kind of situation, and that would be your family. So always get back to your family, sit with your family, talk to them, share with them, listen to them. Never ever send them to the back seat. And third very important thing is your career or whatever is your true calling. So there has to be an alignment between these three important pillars: health, family, and career. And the last one is definitely self-awareness is very important. So whatever you want to do, you need to know yourself. Who am I? Why do I want to really do this? What am I good at? How can I really develop it further? Why is it that I'm really thinking of getting into this particular direction? Once you get an answer, you'll have more clarity and your career path will have less potholes and a more smooth ride further. So what's your true calling? Do let me know. Before that, do introspect, reflect, and believe that you're made for it. Thank you.